For centuries, humans have looked up at the night sky and wondered about that red star shining in the distance. A lonely world, silent, cold, yet full of questions. Could life exist out there? Could there be another world like ours, waiting to tell its story? That red star is Mars. Today, thanks to NASA's rovers, orbiters, and satellites, we can see this alien planet like never before. What you are about to witness is not animation. These are real images and sounds, recorded by machines built by us, but operating on another world. This is Mars, like you've never seen it before. Our journey to Mars began long before we ever touched its surface. In the early 1960s, probes like Mariner 4 captured the first blurred images of the Martian landscape. They revealed a dead world, or so we thought. Then came the Viking missions, the first to land safely and send color photographs from the ground. They showed an endless desert under a soft salmon sky. Decades later, Spirit and Opportunity rolled across Mars, uncovering clues that water once flowed there. Curiosity followed a laboratory on wheels. And finally, Perseverance landed in 2021, equipped with microphones and high-definition cameras that let us see Mars in breathtaking detail. From orbit to ground, we've built an unbroken chain of exploration, a human presence through robotic eyes. Mars is a planet carved by time. Once, billions of years ago, rivers carved deep valleys and massive lakes covered the land. Today, only the scars remain, dry channels, cracked riverbeds, and craters that tell stories of ancient impacts. Its most iconic landmark, Valles Marineris, stretches more than 4,000 kilometers across the planet, wider than the entire United States. Everywhere, iron oxide coats the rocks and dust, painting the landscape in shades of red, orange, and gold. Under sunlight, the desert glows like fire. But when night falls, the same ground turns gray and silent, colder than Antarctica. This is a world both dead and alive, frozen yet full of echoes from its past. Mars has an atmosphere, thin, fragile, almost ghostly, composed mostly of carbon dioxide. It's less than 1% the pressure of Earth's air. Yet even this faint layer creates weather. Dust storms that can swallow entire regions, whirlwinds that dance for hours, and thin clouds drifting slowly across the pale sky. In 2018, a global dust storm ended the Opportunity rover's 15-year mission. But still, each morning, frost forms on the rocks, and at sunrise and sunset, something extraordinary happens. The Martian sky turns blue, the opposite of Earth. A quiet reminder that even a lifeless world can still be beautiful. When Perseverance landed, it touched down in Jezero Crater, a place chosen for one reason: water. Billions of years ago, this crater was an ancient lake. The patterns of sediment and minerals tell us that rivers once flowed into it, forming deltas like those we see on Earth. And where there was water, there could have been life. Perseverance's mission is to search for signs of that ancient life. Microscopic fossil, organic molecules, or chemical fingerprints left behind by living organisms. Each rock it drills, each sample it seals in titanium tubes, could someday return to Earth. A message from the deep Martian past. For the first time in human history, we are holding history from another planet. The question of life on Mars has haunted scientists for generations. In the 1970s, the Viking Landers performed the first biological experiments on the surface. The results were inconclusive, but intriguing. Later, missions discovered organic molecules, the essential building blocks of life, preserved in Martian rocks. Some scientists believe Mars once had everything life needed: warmth, water, atmosphere, and time. So, what happened? Did life begin, only to vanish when the planet lost its air? Or did it never start at all? These are not questions of fantasy, they are questions of evidence, and every mission brings us closer to the answer. From orbit, Mars looks peaceful, but every crater, ridge, and canyon is a mark of violence. Billions of years of collisions and transformation. The Mars Reconnaissance orbiter captures images sharp enough to reveal the tracks left by rovers crossing the desert. The northern hemisphere is smooth and low, once covered by oceans perhaps. The south is ancient and scarred by impacts, and towering above all stands Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Its base is so wide that, standing on one side, you wouldn't even see the other. There is no sound like silence on Mars, no wind you can feel, no life to disturb the stillness, only the faint hum of distant machinery, the rovers working endlessly. As the sun rises, its weak light spills across the horizon, illuminating red dunes and lonely stones. And when the day ends, the sun sets, not in orange, but in a soft blue glow. The thin atmosphere bends the light differently, painting the sky in colors we've never seen on Earth. And above it all, in the fading dusk, you could look up and see a small blue dot. That's Earth, our home. For decades, we've dreamed of sending humans to Mars. Now, that dream is within reach. NASA and SpaceX are preparing missions that could make it a reality within our lifetime. It won't be easy. Radiation, freezing temperatures, isolation, and thin air will challenge every part of human endurance. But we are explorers, and every great step in history began as something impossible. Mars is no longer a mystery. It is a destination. Through our machines, we've already touched it, not as conquerors, but as seekers. Every image, every sound is a reminder of who we are. Curious, restless, forever reaching for the stars. This is Mars, like you've never seen it before.